What is going on? Welcome back to Trading Learning 101. Just give me 1 second as I send out the alerts here. Alright, I hope everybody's having a great day today. I didn't take any trades today. I really wasn't seeing anything on the morning gap scanners. So the only thing that was really up that had my attention was MNKD, but it was really having a really tough time breaking that $1.65 level. I kept seeing buying coming into it, buying, and it just couldn't seem to break that 165. So there had to have been 1 second. Finally, look at it. It just finally broke it. Look at that. So it comes up to this 165 level 1, 2, 3, 4 times and couldn't break it. Dropped off, bounced off $1.60. Now it's running up to $1.70. So it finally broke it, and it doesn't even look like it's a strong little breakout. This does have news this morning. Let's see. It announced a collaboration for its products. So, and the float, let's see what the float is. Float is 121 million. Just want to keep an eye on it, see what it does. The futures were down this morning, and they're so far the overall market is still down. Here on my high-low ticker, 57% of the market is making new lows, 43% is making new highs. So I really don't feel comfortable trading when the overall market is red. It's going to be very hard for stocks to break out. As I can see right here, MNKD it's breaking out, but it's having a tough time. And look at, you got a wall of sellers right here. And then this is the SPY today so far, where I can actually come over to market strength. Yeah, I just don't feel MNKD is my stock, and there's no way I would chase this right now. No way. You had to have been paying attention to this down here and watching it come back up and break out at this daily open here. But moving on real 1 second. Then we had GERN. Now GERN has been one of those that's been breaking out forever. And the past few days, let me bring this over. The past few days, it's been making new highs going up. And then today during pre-market, it finally broke over $6. It broke over 6 and it ran to a high of 630. And as soon as it touched 630, this thing dumped all the way down to 590. And then ever since then, it's just been downtrending the rest of the day. Everybody's taking their profits from swinging this over the weekend. And then we had NCTY. NCTY had my attention right when this was running up from $1 up to $2. Look at that great spike right there. And now it's just downtrending. And this had news that the CEO bought 3 million shares of the company. And they released that news at 4:30 this morning. And as soon as the market opened, boom, this thing just exploded and then finally reached its top at 9:45, and then now it's just downtrending. This could come back up, but where this green line is right here, this is where the 200-day moving average is. And if you come up and see here, right here, it blew up over the 200-day and then came right back down. And then right here, it came and blew right up over the 200-day, and now it's coming right back down once again. And it did it here as well. History likes to repeat itself with these stocks. I would still be keeping an eye on this today, though. Anything could happen in the market. MNKD hitting a high of 175, and now it's pulling back down. So see, really, it doesn't really have that much range on this. It finally broke out of this $1.65, and what did it do? It went on a 10-cent rip. That's just not worth it for me. And it'd be very, very hard to hold on to this every single time it pulls back, because you don't know how far back it's going to pull back. Now, right now, I would be looking for this to pull back to old resistance to hold as support. That would be this 165 area. Seeing a lot of selling on the times and sales. A lot. But if you look right up here, the overall market's down. So if the overall market's down, it's like a rainy day. You're not really going to see that many things because 3 out of the 4 stocks follow the overall market. We had CLSN pop up real quick. You see that? From 285 up over $3 and crashes right back down. IFMK popped up real fast from 330 up to 365, and then volume just disappeared on it. CHEK was one that I had my eye on this morning. It announced results from its ongoing post-CE approval study for its study of a C-scan. And like I said, gapped up this morning. Soon as the market opened, it opens up right here at 430, pops up to 450, and then just falls right back down. And now it's just, there's no volume in it. Nothing's going on. CREG was another one. Again, gapped up. As soon as the market opened, it popped up real fast and then fell right back down. Look at that big doji. A range here of $1.30 to $1.55. So if you were to chase this at the open and get in up here at $1.50, you'd be down 25 cents. Just like that. You know, just simply let the stocks spike in the morning and then let them pull back. Let those stocks prove to you that they can hold their gains, start to form a familiar pattern, and execute. That's as simple as it can be. You know, there's going to be days when it's hard. There's going to be days when it's easy. That's when your patience and discipline comes into mind. And connecting all of the dots. The overall market's red. Not many stocks were up, gapped up this morning. You'd be able to tell right before the market even opens if it's going to be a hot day or if it's going to be a slow day. You just got to look around and connect all the dots, see how the overall market's doing, see if there's any world news that's going on. And the scanners were like snails this morning. Not really anything going off. I mean, we had a few higher price stocks that were popping off really big, but I don't pay attention to higher price stocks that are in $50, $70. Let me pull up the biggest percentage gainers. So if we see here the biggest percentage gainers, we got INNT. See, just not much going on. NCTY and INNT have the most volume. Those are the only two up over 1 million. INNT was one of the biggest gainers on Friday. It's just a simple continuation, but it's just a little bit higher price than what I like to play. It did gap up this morning, pulled back down to 680, and then runs up $1. Look at that. Yeah, see, NCTY. Volume is just gonna slowly fade out, it looks like, but like I said, anything can happen. MNKD still hanging around this $1.70 area. But if we go back to the market strength here, you could see this is the 5-minute chart on the SPY, and let me see here. This is the 5-minute chart on the NASDAQ. You can clearly see they're making lower highs and they're making lower lows. So right now it's just a pullback session right now. I like to buy when the overall market's green. Stocks are breaking out to new highs. It's tough trying to buy a stock when it's breaking out to new highs when the overall market's red. 3 out of 4 stocks, like I said, follow the overall market. So I'm just going to simply sit on my hands, be patient. Tomorrow's a new day, you know. And when I know when you're first starting out as a trader, you want to trade every single day and you feel like you got to make money every single day. But at the end of the day, what it comes down to is I want to trade the best setups. And right now, I don't see the best setups. I see a lot of short opportunities. You got to look at this in 2 ways. You're going to have days when there's long opportunities. You're going to have days when there's short opportunities. The bulls and the bears. It's always a constant battle between the bulls and the bears. Today, the bears have the upper hand. And it's only an hour into the market. Anything can happen. But then, yeah, we also have Cron. Cron gapped up again from 980, opens up at 1075, then hits a high of 1140. Everybody's been playing this all last week, and even today it's starting off with the bang, but a little bit higher priced than what I like to play. See, and look at that. This pulls back. Yeah, it did bounce off of old resistance, which is now holding as support, but it's struggling right now to make new highs. You got a lot of big sellers over here on the ask. But that's it for this one, guys. Just a quick recap of the market today. Not really too much going on. It's a slow day. I'd rather just sit on my hands, be patient, and wait for tomorrow and see what tomorrow brings. Like I said, I want to try to wait for the best setups. I want to stop. The only one that was looking good to me was NCTY. I was liking NCTY pulling back right here at the $2 area. I wanted this to start setting up between $1.75 and $2, start to form a pattern, consolidate, and then come up to $2 and hopefully break out, but that didn't seem to be the case. This just slowly lost momentum and just died off. And then you could see that also here too with these long wicks. Whenever you see long wicks at the top of a chart, that means that it's really bad price rejection. And as soon as the stock popped up to that price, it sold off hard. And you could see these, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 long wicks right here. And we just literally seen that the other day with BLIN. Even though BLIN broke out to new highs, we've seen these long wicks or upper shadows here. It pulled back and then it came back up and then it broke out, what was it, 20 cents? But always look at the warning signs. Piece everything together and it'll make sense. But alright, that's it for this one, guys. Be patient, be disciplined, study, study, study. I'm just sitting on my hands today. Tomorrow's a new day, like I said. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. And one more thing, this green line right here, like I said, is the 200-day moving average. Now that this fell below that 200-day moving average, now this is going to act as a wall. And it's going to come right up and it's going to hit this wall because that's going to act as resistance. And whenever a stock breaks over a moving average, you got to keep in mind too, these moving averages act as magnets. So if it pops over that moving average, more than likely it's going to get pulled right back down to that moving average. These moving averages love acting like magnets. But alright guys, later.